the summer?
I prefer not to talk about the specifics, but yeah, he's not fit. As I said, we need to explore that issue a little bit further and then decide what we're going to do.
So the best scenario would be weeks, and potentially, sadly, the worst scenario could be worse than that.
I don't know. It's well, the baddest scenario is that he cannot play tomorrow, and we'd love to have him fresh and available and bringing what he brings to the team. And unfortunately, that's not going to be possible.
When he's just back from such a big injury, and obviously he came back really quickly, relatively speaking, and now he's picked up this other injury, whether it's as bad or not so bad.
Yeah.
Mentally, how is he? How has that affected him?
Well, mentally he's in a good place because he's a strong boy, very committed. As you said, he had an incredible recovery from the hamstring surgery. I think he never had an injury before, so it was the first experience really. And now he's got a setback. Let's see how bad it is, but I'm sure he's going to deal in the best possible way. And as I said, it's a joy of a kid, and hopefully we're going to have him soon.
Ben White, Christian Norgard, when you had your open training this week, weren't present.
No.
What's the situation with them?
Yeah, Christian won't be in the squad with Ben. Let's see still how he reacts and what we decide. But Christian will be out for another week or so still.
And Ben as well?
Ben, let's see.
Can I, live at the news conference, mention a three-letter word? Eze?
Are you going to say mom?
Eze?
Yeah? Nothing to comment, and I can never talk about any player that is not part of our group, our club yet, so no comments on that.
It's a difficult scenario, isn't it? Because Oliver Glasner and Steve Parish have both said goodbye to him publicly. Steve Parish says, the king is dead, long live the king. Oliver Glasner says it was always obvious we were going to lose him. He's all over social media coming to Arsenal, but in your usual way you can't say anything until it's official.
No, I can't, sorry.
Just generally speaking, when you are looking to recruit a player, as well as their qualities on the pitch, how important is it that you get the sense that they want to be at Arsenal? Just generally speaking.
But that's the number one, that they want to be with us, that they feel something special to come to us, then the person, and that what personality we're going to bring, and then the rest comes. And I think we've done that very, very well in the last few years to create the group of players and the spirit in the team.
And if that unnamed player grew up supporting Arsenal, so much the better.
The better the feeling, the stronger the feeling, I think the better always, because it brings a different edge, a different will and emotion to what you do, and I think that always brings something extra.
Victor Gyökeres, was it always the plan to give him just the hour in his first Premier League outing?
Well, depending how the game develops, and every game brings different challenges, opportunities. I think the game was very demanding physically, became really, really open for different reasons, and we decided that at that moment he did enough, and we had Kai on the bench to come and change the game.
No Kai, of course, this time. So is Victor ready to go again?
Yeah, he is. He's very, very enthusiastic. He trained really well this week again. He had another week under his belt. He looked in a really good place.
And we're here to talk about Leeds. So let me ask you finally about Leeds.
Well, very impressed and watching them, what they've done in pre-season, what they did on Monday, what they did last year for sure as well, in the manner that they did it as well. Big compliments to the way they play, to the coach, and yeah, I'm sure they're going to put a really difficult match against us tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hi.
Can I please ask about set pieces, an area you know very well? You've been using it so well for quite a while, worked well at Old Trafford. When the opposition is trying to carry on challenging you, and you carry on being successful, how much as a coach you have to evolve, be creative, to carry on getting the result?
Yeah, that creativity comes from different angles, and in every phase of play we try to do that. At Old Trafford we have many situations from open play as well that we should have and we could have exploited the situation much better to be much more efficient in how we finish actions, and especially because then they went the other way very quickly. And on that sense, especially being the first one, which is really difficult because we all pay a lot of attention to that. That's a big resource that we have, and it brings confidence as well that the team can score goals from any situation.
First home match of the season in the Premier League at the Emirates this weekend. How important is it to have the fans on board this weekend to create a great atmosphere and be part of the journey for the whole.
Yeah, it's always very special.